What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tahoes and Turbos. Today, we are going to start just doing some work to the Tahoe again. Car show season is rapidly approaching for me. Locally, there's a bunch of shows that are about to start popping up, and I want to get the Tahoe kind of visibly a little bit better. Just because I want to enter a few of them, like our local one, stuff like that. Maybe Strasbourg, Dysart, Lipton, stuff like that. Keep our show if they have one this year. Just that kind of stuff. So, and to do that, we're going to be installing the LED turn signal kit, because anybody who's been following the channel for a while knows that, well, it's missing that one there, and recently that one there went flying. So I wanted to wait to take them off until I got the headlights and the bottom lights there to go with them, but with Canada Post and tariffs and shit, it's gonna take forever, and I don't got all the fucking time in the world. I think we got one coming, like a car show coming up like in a week or two, and I want to send this thing to it. I don't know if I will be there personally, but I want to kind of send my truck, if that makes sense to you guys. I've been really busy, and I got just lots of pokers in the fire this year. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it off, and we're going to see what it's like. But before we do that, again, with it being the month of June, I just want to, touch on the whole men's mental health thing. That, it's okay to say stuff. It really is. Like, I know we're not programmed to, but it's okay. We're not going to think any less of you. It's just, you need help, you need help. Life is not what it was. It's like 100 years ago, 50 years ago, 10 years ago, and even a year ago. They changed rapidly and fast in this world of ours, so you just gotta roll with it. So, and you always gotta look at the positives in life. Like, there's so many things to be negative about, but at the end of the day, you gotta look at the positives. Like, for me, I got my garden in. My garden's all in. I got a row of peas, and in between each row of peas, I got dill planted. I've got tomatoes. I've got like 3 rows of potatoes. I've got 2 rows of turnips. I got 2 rows of radishes and 2 rows of carrots, stuff like that. Just your basics, right? And just stuff to keep you going, keep you positive. So we got the lilac bushes are sprouting. It smells absolutely amazing out here. Still waiting on my hollyhocks to come up out back here so we can get some hummingbird action, but gotta stay positive all the time. Yeah, it's smoky. It's smoky again out here on the prairies, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So got the Denali all cleaned up, and then a bird shit on it. Gotta take the good with the bad, right? So, because I wanted to actually take the front end of this thing off soon as well for you guys. I did it off camera, just to see kind of the damage and stuff like that. So it is missing the clips on either side in here that holds it on to the things, but everything else on the inside is fine. The only thing is broken is the bumper. So all it needs really is a new bumper, side markers, and fog light for the other side. Other than that, all the wiring is there, all the plugs are there, everything is there. Everything is actually really good behind the grill and behind there. So that's a positive, right? I taped up the flaps here, like where the holes were for the other lights, because going down the highway, it was pulling air through, and it was catching off of here, and it was just making this thing just all over the fucking place, right? And it's been super, super windy here. So tape those off. It actually almost looks like a Ford Explorer now, or like a '08 Escape almost, right? Kind of weirdly enough. But yeah, so I did that, and it handles way, way better on the road. So I'm thinking get the front end on properly, a new bumper, and she'll be good to go. Only problem is, I can get a new front bumper for like $150, but they're like $900 shipped. So that's kind of a fucking bummer there. Over here, you guys remember it was all dented in. I pulled it out, straightened it. I gotta fix the running board, but other than that, and get rid of the yellow paint. But otherwise, I pulled that out, and now everything's all lined up. So again, stuff that I should have done on camera, but I was just busy, and I just decided to do it one day. Tomorrow for me, I'm gonna be going and getting what I need to take these emblems off. So we'll be doing that in a future video and stuff like that. We got lots. This I'm gonna be fixing too, figuring out why the fuck this is all fucked, and how bad it is actually in here. because I think it could be pretty bad considering, right? Right? Oops, sorry. You see that? So I think we could have some issues. We'll find out, but not really too worried. This has been a good truck. I've put a lot of K on it. Anyways, let's yeah, this is a long clip already. But yeah, the mental health thing, man. Like I always say, like there's so many negatives in the world. I'm just showing you guys, you know, currently like some of my positives. Even though there's negatives, there's positives. Speaking of another positive, there's no mice in here. I hope. I don't think so. You guys see any mice? So it doesn't smell like mouse. It smells like old, sweaty, stuffy truck. So, which is good. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking some time off. Got some holidaying that I've been putting off for years that I want to do. Might video some of it because I'm going to some historic places. But other than that, we will see. Anyways, hood's up. Let's, first off, we're going to do, I'm going to hook the battery up. And we're going to see what the lights look like first. And then we'll take everything apart. So we have a before and after. So stay tuned. We're about to put a facelift, I guess, on this thing a bit. And then maybe we can see if it's bad in there. I'm not going to take the bottom tray out, but we're just going to, just the grill today. I hope. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Battery is hooked up. Oh, excuse me. Had some water. You got all burpy. So, let's turn these on. That way you guys can see, you know. Oh, it doesn't light up. Weird. What if I go like that? Then will it light up? Yes, it will. Okay, so if the park lights are just on, as you guys can see, just that, and the corner light up. So, that's a good before. The battery seems a little low, almost. So, hit it with the flashers. You guys will see how that goes. See, that's in unison on this side. That's in unison on this side. So we'll see if they change. So, but we'll be back. I got to take the bottom lights out, and then we'll go from there. All right, folks. Got the front park lamps there out. If you're wondering, you know, why I took them out to take the grill out, well, you don't really have much fucking dick to swing with the harness, and you also have to get in behind here to unclip clips that hold the grill to that bottom piece. Because that bottom piece is usually bolted, like screwed, to the rad support, right? And then the bottom of the grill clips in to the like that piece, this piece, and then bolts in top. So the grill is usually only bolted in at the bottom. I'm sorry, at the top, and usually right in the middle here. There's usually one, but when you take out this and cut it all out and put this in, there's not one there. So that's why I have to take them out. They're sitting safely here. They are looking yellowed. We could polish them up one day. We'll see. But again, I got new ones that are supposed to be coming. And if these are 9006 bulbs in here, honestly, sorry, I might take those out and put them in my Denali when the new lights come. Because they're all LED and they're pretty gnarly. If you guys check out Mr. Quebec Heated Jacket Garage there, Mike, he put a set in his OBS truck, and they are choice. That's a gorgeous fucking truck. Hope to actually interview him about it in the future here. We'll let you guys know how that goes. If it happens, I wouldn't mind having a talk with him. He seems like a pretty awesome gentleman. So I love all the love and support I've been getting. It's, hey, it makes it, you know, for the small community we have, it really helps a lot. So. But anyways, I'm going to now take the grill off. I got one here, here, and here. And there's 7 mils. Those will come out, and then I can just unclip, and then we'll take the whole grill out. While I'm in here, I'm going to untwist that, because these are not going to be no longer needed. So let me get into this one here. and I'll show you guys why very shortly. Like that, grill's off. These are the, oops, sorry, right here, the little clip things I was talking about. Right, and then these just center it. Here's another little tab with a clip. Centering thing, centering thing. This one's broken, so that's why I need to get a whole new bottom piece. Otherwise, it'd be fine. And you can see it's the bumper's pushed in here, and over here it's not. So we've got some adjusting to do at some point. I don't know if it's the rad support. I don't think it is. Maybe I have to unbolt it and push the bottom in a bit because I did put new bushings in, right? Or if it's just the bumper mounts itself and the bumper and stuff just from coming on and off and on and off and having the whole front end off, everything just moved a bit. So, I don't know, comment down below. But on the grill itself, as you guys can see, actually, I don't need a new grill. I thought I needed a new grill because I thought that those bottom tabs, like one there, and over there, were busted off. But as it turns out, they're not. So I don't need a new grill, I just need a new lower piece. Okay, so I just need, if you guys know where to get a filler panel, comment down below, especially in the indigo blue metallic. Or hit me up, actually no, don't comment, hit me up in the email, tahoesandturbos@gmail.com, and I'll buy it off you. Like, straight up, no problem at all. I got the money to buy parts for my trucks when I can, if I can buy them without having to deal with, like, stupid shipping bullshit and tariffs and crap. I will. So, but a lot of companies have fucked up their pricing lately due to all that kind of stuff, unfortunately. So, gotta make do with what we got. Oh, my kid Haley put that on there when I painted the grill originally, restored the truck years ago. Originally, I never got around to finishing the grill because we had to do something, but I can't remember what. I might put another sticker there. So, but anyways, as you guys can see, we've got these wing nuts on the sides that hold those lights in. But we'll sunbox the other ones first and make sure everything there works. I'm getting all sidetracked, and we'll be back. So, sorry folks, I got a lot to say in a short amount of time, I guess. But yeah, this is all. I never replaced these headlights. They used to be glass. I never put these plastic ones in, so I don't know where the fuck these came from, honestly. It did spend like 2 months or 3 months in impound, so I'm wondering if they didn't fucking take my glass ones at the impound. Wouldn't be surprised. So anyways folks, we'll be back right away. Alright folks, these are the LED turn signals here. There's the number. Got them off Amazon. So they're just your left and right, top and bottom. So I'm not sure which are which yet. It just tells you here how they go in. Very, very simple. Plug and play. So I'm gonna find out here which one goes in the side here, and we'll be right back to test it out. So I'm excited to see what it looks like, honestly, inside the grill. I think it'll look pretty cool. And I gotta remember too that the grill's flipped, so this side here will go in that side, and that side will go in that side because the grill is flipped. Okay, you gotta remember that kind of shit when you're doing stuff. Otherwise, they'll put them in backwards, and you'll be like, "Oh, how the fuck? Why are they in backwards?" And it just turns out that you made a simple, honestly, mistake of just going from up to up, right? And it happens. Like it happens lots. So just a little bit of a tip. When you flip it, you gotta cross corners. Alright folks, I found the left-hand ones. As you guys can see, this is what they look like. And now, as you can see, there's a wire that goes to these top ones, because the top also work. The difference is, if you guys notice these other ones here, light goes in here and then the top one's nothing. It's just a reflector. So this is gonna have both tops going, because with the headlights and stuff that we were getting, it's gonna be a complete unit, and it's gonna look fucking minty. So I'm gonna plug this in right there to this guy, and we will turn the key. We'll turn it on some power and see what happens. Alright folks, got them sitting up here on the bumper. That one there, this guy here, just plugged right in there. Once I know that they work, I can finish plugging it in there to seal it. So, but for now, we're just gently making sure stuff works. So, we'll do this together so you guys can see in one take. First thing we're gonna do is the park lights. And we'll come here. Oh, maybe it would help if I hooked the battery back up, hey? Fuck, am I stupid? I'll be back. Alright guys, sorry about that. As Donnie Burger would say, I'm an asshole, okay? But I'm a good person. Anyways, got the power hooked up. Now, let's try this again. So, kids are gonna be home from school right away. So I'm gonna have to take the grill into the house to put the lights in. So I can do that while I'm making supper. So, not a big deal, right? Anyways, let's turn on the park lights with the blue. And we'll come out here and ooh. Okay. Those look, I like that. That looks pretty neat. Okay. Now, what happens if I turn the four-ways on? Okay, they just do four-way things. Okay, it still looks pretty neat. Huh. I wonder. So that's the park lights and stuff. Now, if I just have the headlights on, they don't come on, do they? Oh, they do. So it'll all be lit up. Ooh. Instead, because remember before that it didn't light up, right, guys? See? Oh, now it is. Huh. Bizarro world. It never lit up last time. Anyways, let's put them in, shall we? Fuck it. I got some time. Okay, folks. You can see we got this side in, the left side. There you guys go. Kind of looking pretty gnarly. Right? They look pretty good. They fit actually really well once you clearance for the wiring. Right? So once you clearance for the wiring, everything works all good. I'm going to put dielectric grease in there and on the other side, on the plug side, when I put it all back together. So we should have a good connection. So next, I'm going to take this side apart, and then I'll, as you guys can see, there's nothing marked there, and this isn't chewed out yet. I'm going to use my awesome rotary tool, which I always say every person who works on any vehicles or anything, you need one of these. You need a rotary tool. Makes life easier. I could use a drill, rotary tool, so much better. Anyways, let me get that side on, and we can get this grill back in and see what it looks like. I think it's going to look absolutely awesome. I can't wait. And like that, folks, this side is all in. It'll be good enough. I'm waiting just for the a ratchet to show up so I can tighten these down. So I can't find any of my 13 mils for some fucking reason. So fun, but again, like I said earlier, everybody needs one of these. These rotary tools might not be Mastercraft, right? I just like Mastercraft because of the warranty, and if anything ever happens to this stuff, I just take it right to Canadian Tire and exchange it. So, but anyways, we'll be right back to put the grill on and see just how it looks. I can't wait. Alright, and like that, folks, front end is back on. This side's unmasked. It looks really good. I put a zip tie in to kind of hold the front end together on that side because it's really loose. And then for some reason this side down here decided it wanted to be a floppy cock today. So, you can never quite win with this old GM shit, right? From the 90s. So, but we'll give that a good peel. So then you guys can see like how nice that is, and just blends it in, just, you know. It's all blacked out now. Looks good. It will bring in the bottom lights, like I said, the ones that I had ordered, but then with the tariffs and the shipping, shit got fucked up. So, like, I mean, I could clean them and tint them, right? But the lights that we got planned for this thing are, it just, what's the point of doing all that extra work, right? So, but let's Let's turn on the hazards. Or not the hazards, the park lights. We'll get a good look at it here. So, well, that looks way better, honestly. I like the way that looks. This side too, everything is all perfect. Now, as you guys saw, you do have to modify your grill. But other than that, they were a plug-and-play setup. So turn that off. Turn these on. And they're flashing. I think I still have the LED fuse or a relay in this truck to run LEDs because of the tail lights. So I used to have LEDs in the bottom here. I used to have blue LEDs. Actually, all these lights were blue at the bottom. This one, I guess you guys know, never ever worked. Now it does. And it's actually pretty neat. Honestly, it's actually pretty neat. The back one's going. I know the back one didn't work forever. Yeah, I gotta clean those. They're yellowed. Yeah, that one's also way brighter than this one because the driver's side, or sorry, passenger side brake light didn't ever work for like fucking ever. It's because apparently I cut a wire accidentally when I was putting the roll pan in. I didn't even notice. Alright, so the corner lights come on with the headlights. And it looks really good. That side looks clearer than this side for some reason. But other than that, she is good to go. Let me go grab the key so then we can start this thing and we can check the signals. I'll be right back. Alright folks, we got it running like we usually do. So things seem to be okay again. Got the signal going for that corner. Let's go take a peek. I apologize, I got so much stuff in the way, but it's awesome. Okay, they were supposed to be sequential, but I guess that has to do with when I get the proper LED for the bottom, and they go, they're supposed to be sequential. So, I guess we'll find that out. Let's check out the other way. And again, if you guys are interested in how I set up the gauges on this truck, it's in the playlist. Very, very simple. It's just a bunch of formulas and math. You can also check out Trailer Park Motorsports. That guy is absolutely fucking genius. So, yeah, this side works well too. Awesome, awesome. Let's shut her down. I don't know, end the video, but like, she sounds awesome. No leaks. I can't wait to get this thing out to some shows this summer. Put the welds on it and get her out to some shows. So comment down below where you guys would like to see this thing, and if you have shows that you were interested in me coming and filming, you know, support your event, hit me up in the email. So I know I'm not a catering company and any of that kind of shit. I get a lot of weird spam emails. It's funny. So, but no, we're yeah, that'll never get old. No, we like to do car shows and museums and build awesome products thanks to companies like ICT Billet and Holly. Now we'll shut it down and end the video. Alright folks, that's where I'm gonna end it today. Yeah, how to put these awesome fancy LED turn signal lights and corner lights in your OBS GMC or Chevy. As you guys saw, it's not a simple bolt-in. You got to do some cutting, which is not a big deal. If you're like me and you've already done stuff like this to your grill, you know, a little bit of cutting ain't that big a deal. Actually, the grill's in a lot tighter now and better than it was. I'm actually very, very pleased how everything actually went back together. And the black blends in so well with the dark blue and the hood and the wheels and the bumper that it's just that perfect little aesthetic, and it matches the mirrors and the perfect little aesthetic. So hopefully you guys learned something today. If you did, give her a thumbs up, you know, all that stuff. Thanks for all the support, all the likes, the comments, the subscribes. I'm over the moon appreciative of all of you. And you know, if you learn something, awesome. If you didn't learn something, well, there's always a future video where we got lots of educational stuff coming. So with that, I'm going to get out of your hair today. I've got to go now and deal with the kids and their sports stuff and get ready to go for this thing to go to get ready to go for a show. And I got another show lined up, and I got a whole bunch of stuff coming. So stay tuned for that. We got some museums that we got lined up in different places, different provinces as well. So if that's your kind of jam, stay tuned. We got a lot of traveling to do. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. That's it. And again, it's June, so I'm not about no Pride Month bullshit. I'm about Men's Mental Health Month. Obviously, you see who's behind the Pride thing is a lot of men with mental health issues that dress like women and think they're women. It's like, no, dude, you were born with a dangler. Get the fuck out of here. Like, it's bizarre. Like, honestly, I'm gonna say this right now. If I ever saw a man follow my daughter, either one of my daughters, into a fucking bathroom, that's where he would be. That's where he wouldn't leave. His spiritually and physically, that'd be it. That would be fucking done. I don't play those games, and I don't know why we're allowing those games to happen. It's not cool, and it's causing a lot of problems for us regular normal people, right? So, anyways, guys, that's the end of that rant. So, because I always say, like, you know, whatever, if you have a bad day, there's always a better day tomorrow. But with this shit like this, it just seems that this world keeps getting worse and worse and worse every day. We just got to stay positive. The positivity wins in the end. There's something big coming. I can feel it. Anyways, guys, till next time, take care of yourselves. Love you. God bless.